There's a lot of anecdotal advice around on improving your marriage. But if you want something you can really use that will actually make a difference and reignite your marriage, check out the link in the description below.
The question, how do I make my wife of 10 years love me? Answer by Mexico Vein. How to get your wife back. How to make your wife love you again. The feeling of losing someone you love is always difficult to bear, but it can be utterly and totally overwhelming if you were once married to this person. All those shared memories and experiences can keep flashing in your mind, and many people don't know where to turn to for support and guidance to save marriage. Real advice. This is how I saved my marriage. Pete Manoy Medium. I know how rough you are feeling right now, but I assure that you can make things right if you have the proper guidance and support. I know from experience that it is almost always possible to make things right and to get back into a long-term relationship with the one you love if you take the right approach. It has been said that we are what we repeatedly do, and so your wife currently sees you based on your past actions. Change what you do and in turn change the way that she perceives you and make her fall back in love. So in order to figure out how to make my wife love me again, you have to understand what exactly did you do, or not do, to get to this point. Your wife did once love you, you were able to inspire her and in one way or another convince her that you could be happy together. So let's make that happen again, shall we? If your goal is to make her fall for you again or even to one day get back together if you're already separated, you will need to quickly get back on your feet, and it's by being active that you will ultimately be in the best possible position to inspire her again and to once again be appealing in her eyes. After a while, people have a tendency to stop putting effort into their relationship or neglecting their significant other. This leads your significant other to stop envisioning a future where they can be fulfilled and happy with you, and so they decide to walk away from the marriage or the relationship. Please understand that everyone has a tendency to see the glass half empty following a breakup or divorce. Your fears and insecurities take over and you imagine the worst possible outcome, never being with the person you love again. You keep thinking, I want my wife back, but panic strikes and you feel almost paralyzed. Remember, if your wife says she doesn't love you, what she is most probably really telling you is that she is disillusioned and cannot envision a future in which you can be happy together. Prove her otherwise and watch her fall back in love with you as a result. Even if she is angry, disappointed or even hurt if you've made mistakes, she still has some sort of emotions for you. The key to making things work is to inspire her by once again becoming that man she fell in love with at the beginning of your relationship. This is instrumental in figuring out how to win your woman back. Initially, your sole focus should be on understanding where things went wrong, what caused her to be frustrated and disillusioned by your relationship. Once you have identified your mistake, you will be in prime position to prove to her over time and through targeted actions that you have evolved, and that you can indeed make your wife happy. Like with most things in life, if you are convinced that you can achieve this goal, and if you have a clear plan with proper support along the way, you can absolutely get your wife back. That's why, when I speak to people during one-on-one coaching sessions, one of my initial goals is to ensure that I provide them with a full arsenal of everything that they have going for them, because it is so easy to be overly negative and to feel down about your present situation. Answer by Vijay Gurija. You can't make her to love you. All you can do is respect her, make time for her, treat her like a queen, listen to her words, have deep conversations, let her know she is your first priority, value her presence, hold her hand in public, let her know she is the most beautiful woman on this earth, take a break and go for a vacation, talk and talk. There isn't nothing that can't solve in a relationship. All you need to do is make time to clarify things on upfront and talk mutually and get the things resolved. Never let her to sleep. If she is emotionally down or has some conflicts with you or in her work, be her strength and weakness, motivate her, compliment her, hug her every day, play her favorite numbers from Coldplay, make yourself worth for her. Answer by Mark Allen. It is my experience that there are most definitely times during your marriage where you are going to experience a lack of affection or a perceived lack of love. The reason that I said perceived is because there is a good chance that the love is still there, but there is some reason why the love doesn't seem to be there. The reasons can range from lack of communication to lack of intimacy. These are serious issues to be sure, but hopefully there is not a lack of love, because then, I believe counseling is a must. Here, Focus on the Family is a link which has a number to speak to a counselor over the phone. In fact, I would highly recommend seeking marriage counseling in some form if you feel like there is indeed a lack of love in your marriage. I hope and pray that you get what you desire, and that your marriage begins to thrive once again.